If you think you can steal a win because of a really skewed deck matchup, I think it's worth it to take those risks.
Yeah, so here we go. Both players finally decided what they were going to play. I mean, this is a very high-stake match.
Oh, yeah, I'd be thinking about it for a while, too.
Yeah. Take your time, my friend. Take your time. So both players are sitting at full elixir. You can tell these players are nervous right now because they're waiting. They don't want to anticipate the first move. They don't want to make the first move. They want their opponent to... You really want to respond to your opponent in a high-pressure situation.
Like, the worst thing you could do, right, is to play something like a Giant or an Electro Wizard in the back behind your King Tower, and then instantly a balloon comes down in the other lane and is pushing really aggressively, and you go, why did I play my Electro Wizard? So they don't want to avoid those situations. Devansh is going to open up with a Giant in the very back. Now, I wonder if he's playing Giant Beatdown. I'm not really sure. ElecTr1fy splits the bets, and Lava Hound comes down for ElecTr1fy.
Yeah, so the Lava Hound is coming out. Giant Night Witch from Devansh here going down the left-hand lane, pushing same lane. I feel like when you're against Lava Hound, you want to push same lane.
Yes. And the only time Lava Hound doesn't want to push same lane is against Golem, but against smaller beatdown decks, you definitely want to go same lane with them. Those Night Witches look like they're going to exactly duel each other. The Zap comes down to try to push it in one favor. And overall, Devansh has got to be happy with that push. Even though it seemed like kind of a stalemate, the Giant connected just enough times to put about 1,000 damage on that tower.
Yeah, so Devansh must be feeling pretty good with just about 30 seconds before double elixir kicks in.
Now, if ElecTr1fy tries to drop another Lava Hound, I don't think he has it in hand just yet. Okay, well, so good news for ElecTr1fy. Giant comes out first. I think if you're Devansh, one of the things you can do is you hold the Giant in hand, instead invest something like a Night Witch in the back. And if Lava Hound comes down, you then have that opportunity of like, all right, you have low elixir, boom, Giant plus backup right at the river, because you know your opponent has already committed the Lava Hound to the board.
So Poison's going to come down here defensively for ElecTr1fy, trying to take care of this Night Witch as much as possible. The Zap resets the Inferno Dragon to lock onto the Miner, so that Giant's just going to pound away, and this might put this tower in Fireball range. No, just barely out of it.
But this counterattack is looking really terrifying. He's got to use the Fireball there to help take out the Night Witch, but the Inferno Dragon lives to fight another day, and that is going to be the real problem. Minion Horde comes down and is starting to chop up the remaining troops, and that actually defended really well for Devansh. He hardly took any damage, despite at the river, there was like more than 10 elixir all coming across the bridge. Great defense.
It was an absolutely beautiful defense right there, and great deck choice from Devansh. So he is going to be able to take game number 1, barely taking any damage on his own towers.
And extends his win streak over ElecTr1fy to 3 games in a row. ElecTr1fy has looked really strong in this tournament, defeating every opponent put in front of him in pretty, impressive fashion. But it is ElecTr1fy who has a really hard time with Devansh. He didn't even get his tower down to under 1,000 health, and I feel like no matter what...
Very, very popular nowadays.
Yes.
Nowadays.
All right, so Devansh and ElecTr1fy, maybe in the second to last game of the entire tournament. The live viewers are starting to pop in. I know that both players have a decent amount of fans that would probably like to watch them play live here. Both players, again, leaking elixir at 10 because they don't want to make the first move. We saw Devansh make the first move, a pretty risky play of Giant behind his King Tower, and ended up working out for him. We'll see who decides to jump off, take the first play this time.
Yeah, I wonder if ElecTr1fy is going to go back to his more control-style deck now that we've seen Devansh kind of bringing out a heavy beatdown play.
I think Devansh made the smart play in the first game by starting the interactions, because Giant Beatdown is not better than Lava Loon in double elixir time. So by like kind of kicking off, being like, all right, let's start playing now, he ended up he did end up doing a lot of damage early in single elixir time, which is exactly what you want to do as Giant Beatdown.
Yeah, so ElecTr1fy gets a little bit of damage off in the early stages here. Goblin Gang did defend Devansh's Miner, and Minions coming down the right-hand lane right now. Mega Minion's going to defend these with no difficulties whatsoever, and it looks like Devansh might be playing the exact same deck.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he did it in the first game, right? He played just the same deck 2 games in a row and looked really good and ended up winning. Like, why not? I think smart move by ElecTr1fy here, switching to P.E.K.K.A. Miner. Now he's got a much better matchup against this Giant Beatdown deck. Log comes through and cleans out a lot of it, but that is a very healthy P.E.K.K.A. backed up by an Electro Wizard. And ElecTr1fy is looking to turn this game around right now.
Yeah, most pro players say don't play the same deck twice, and this might be why we don't do that. P.E.K.K.A.'s going to get 2 shots on the right-hand tower.
So if I'm Devansh, now I have to switch up my game plan. I cannot be proactive with Giant. I need to be reactive with Giant. So if P.E.K.K.A. comes down for some other deck, then you can randomly go and like Giant that lane. But I think that as long as he has as long as he's going to play Giant into P.E.K.K.A, I think ElecTr1fy has the advantage and might end up winning this game.
Yeah, so ElecTr1fy is going to play defensive P.E.K.K.A here. There it is, right in front of the tower.
Night Witch can do a pretty good job against it by swarming up. We'll see if he can take this out. He's going to use Zap and then Electro Wizard to take it out. Yes, that is 6 Elixir to counter 5, but you also even got more than that because you're killing the Night Witch. You're helping slow down the Giant. Very, very good play.
And now a split lane push. Defensive Miner coming down for Devansh here. Ends up predicting the Miner of ElecTr1fy, but this P.E.K.K.A is going to go to the tower and get a hit on there.
And Devansh has taken significant damage. Smart move by him splitting lanes. Like, I like that he switched over to the left lane from the right lane because you don't want that counterattacking P.E.K.K.A to smash you there. The problem he's having is he just can't get through the P.E.K.K.A, you know? He's getting the fireballs and the zaps, and he's doing what he can. This P.E.K.K.A might actually end up going down just to the minions, but I just don't see how he can deal 2,000 plus damage while not taking counterattacks when every counterattack has looked pretty successful.
Yeah, Night Witch ends up predicting the Miner. Devansh has been doing a fantastic job predicting where the Miner's going to go.
I think this P.E.K.K.A's going to get close enough. Going to swing. No, minion. The lone minion takes it down. We're going to see a Giant placed reactively in front, and the defensive P.E.K.K.A will once again come down in the right lane.
He actually opts to Miner there. I think Devansh thought ElecTr1fy was going to play the P.E.K.K.A kind of towards the center.
And he was going to drag it.
And going to try to drag it away from the Giant, but...
I think that's, I mean, honestly, I think Devansh has a horrible matchup right here and is probably going to lose this game. But the best you can do, right, is try to play a little crazy, play a little wacky, catch your opponent right in the middle of their patterns and ride that to victory. Devansh is going to lose this game as ElecTr1fy ties it up, but I think that, I like that Devansh didn't just give up and scoop it.
From the Latin American region?
Yes, King Zhao.
He did well in the ESL Brazilian Cup.
Azelius,
yep.
A top ladder finisher, a second place finisher at the King's Cup, and he's finished second and third at multiple European live events. He got invited as well, so we're going to genuinely see the best of the Western Hemisphere all in that invitational tomorrow.
Yeah, second place curse from Azelius. I hope he can break it.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen so many players be stuck in the second place curse. Yeah. Darth Jar Jar comes to mind, one of the best pro players who never actually won anything, but finished second and top 4 at tons and tons of events.
Yeah. Colton broke his second place curse at GamerG.
Which is where Jigsaw started his second place curse. Yeah. So here we go. ElecTr1fy looks like he is running that the Miner, half spell bait deck that he ran earlier today. Devansh is playing what looks like a Three Musketeers deck, but it might end up being something closer to more like bridge spam.
Yeah, and there's no pump, so we might see Skeletons or Ice Spirit in place of that pump, just to cycle a little bit faster.
We'll see. Yeah, we've also seen Bandit Battle Ram decks kind of played all on their own. Zap comes down, helps clear it out, and the towers
get a hit.
Pretty even though. 1912 top left, 1898 bottom left.
Yeah, not too bad. ElecTr1fy's got a little bit of damage on his bottom right-hand tower, but nothing too crazy. Ice Golem's going to get played in the back for Devansh here. Knight from ElecTr1fy. Three Musketeers coming out from Devansh.
There we go, and the poison is going to come down.
Should take those. Should take the front Musketeer down completely.
Walks just out, but the tower will finish it off. Tower's going to take one shot and then a second shot, take him out. Poop. No shots at least get off from the Musketeer, so it's effectively the same. So yeah, Devansh sticking with his Three Musketeers even without a pump. He's like, I don't care if you're going to ban my best card, I'm not going to let you do it. And the Princess is going to survive as well. The Bats swarm onto the Musketeer, and this is looking like a really good counterattack. Devansh does not have logs, so this stream of Princess and Goblin Gang is not going to be taken out by a single spell. And now a Knight is coming down to further block it. One of the most important things of any of these spell bait sort of players is how well can you defend your Princess. That Princess did get a lot of value before going down.
Yeah, so Poison's going to go down on the right-hand side to the two Musketeers. Might get a couple shots on tower. Oh, the heal!
The heal, Ruski! The heal comes down, turns around the Poison, gets a few pop shots, and ElecTr1fy has to instantly respond. So that was the card that he replaced Elixir Collector with. In a way, it's kind of another Poison bait card, just like Elixir Collector is.
Yeah.
So now you have to watch out with your Poison, because if you're relying on just Poison to save the game for you, you are going to get countered. He has to drop some sort of Knight or Troop on top in order to block it, because it's not going to be enough just to play a Poison.
Well, the Inferno Tower is going to pull the Battle Ram to the center, which actually ends up working very well for ElecTr1fy, but this Musketeer is going to get some chip damage in. Miner's going to have to go down defensively onto the Musketeer. Minion Horde coming in. Princess is going to come down in the center.
Yes, there it is. I was going to say the Princess is not enough. The heal comes out just like it. I mean, if he zapped it, you heal. Princess comes down, you heal in the middle to force the Princess to a few more shots. Now here, it's not over yet. Devansh does have Miner, but Miner's zap is not, you know, the guaranteed ton of damage. So we're going to see how this plays out. There is an opportunity for ElecTr1fy to turn this around.
Yep, Poison's going to end up going down to the Musketeers on the right-hand side. Miner's going to come down to try to predict, and it does not. Musketeer, ooh, doesn't lock onto the tower. The Knight, but the Goblins get in, and Devansh is going to take game number 2.
And that is a sign of a killer. Zap, you might as well just scoop it up and call it there.
Yeah.
If I'm ElecTr1fy and my back is against the wall, I'm going to play the deck that I feel the most comfortable with, and whether that's P.E.K.K.A. Miner, Miner Poison, some sort of cycle deck maybe. I think you would regret it if you tried to play some sort of sneaky counter deck and then ended up coming back to bite you. So it looks like he's going to run that Miner Spellbait deck that he ran the last game, and I can't say that's a bad decision.
So both players start with Goblin Gang. Miner goes in on the left-hand side. For ElecTr1fy, he's going to get some decent chip damage. Zap's going to go down onto the minions.
Gets a few hundred points of damage early on. Devansh looking to counterattack, gets his Miner up to tank for the tower and see what these two little minions can do. ElectroWizard takes him out and starts to slow down the Miner, and these towers are looking pretty even on the right side early on.
Yeah, Tombstone coming out from Devansh. This might be a Lava Hound.
Oh, good
Lava
call.
Hound Miner.
Lava Miner. Yeah, it looks a lot like a Lava Miner deck to me so far. And ElecTr1fy is playing the P.E.K.K.A. Miner deck, and this could be a tough matchup for him, as Devansh is going to fly right over that P.E.K.K.A. Tall as she is, will never actually hit the Lava Hound.
She might be able to jump a little bit.
Yeah, we got to get her a springboard card or something. And here comes the Inferno Dragon. Now, if they can clear out the bats, just like with that Zap, now it's locked on. This is going to hurt really bad. ElecTr1fy is going to find himself at a pretty big disadvantage early. No, Zap resets the P.E.K.K.A., and just like that, P.E.K.K.A.'s looking pretty healthy, getting closer to the tower. The Lava Hound does not do too much, as both of their defenses essentially play it to a draw.
Yeah, the Miner's going to get a decent amount of chip damage on the backhand side of that tower, but ElectroWizard coming in a push. It's going to get one bolt onto the tower, doing 96 per bolt. It might get another shot in there. No, it doesn't.
And Devansh pushes his damage lead to about 400 damage as we close in on double elixir time. Now, there is no balloon in this deck. I think if this was Lava Loon, ElecTr1fy could pack it up and go in. But without balloon in the deck, he actually does have a lot more opportunities to defend. Just the Lava Hound alone isn't too terribly scary. ElecTr1fy is going to start split pushing. He's purposely going down the opposite lane. Might even just let that tower go down to the Lava Hound, or only half defend it, but put a lot more of his energy into trying to push this P.E.K.K.A. attack through.
Yeah, the Mega Minion is going to go down on the left-hand side. Bats come down to defend against the Lava Hound, but it's going to get zapped away. Ooh, the Miner was, yeah, so the zap is going to come down. It's actually going to retarget the Inferno Dragon onto the Miner. Miner's going to come down to tank for the Hound here. Tombstone to distract that P.E.K.K.A., and this is not looking good for ElecTr1fy.
The Lava Pups are about to come out. The Miner goes down, though, and the Pups quickly get eaten up by the Mega Minion and the Spear Goblins. Poison comes down to weaken that counterattack so that the P.E.K.K.A. doesn't have too much support behind him. Miner pops up right behind for Devansh to help lower that tower even more. Tombstone's going to pull the P.E.K.K.A. towards the middle, but Mega Minion locked on is looking good.
Yeah, the Mega Minion locks onto the tower for 3 shots. Poison's going to come down. This might be the push ElecTr1fy is looking for. That P.E.K.K.A. is going to distract some of the Goblin Gang, but the Mega Minion is taken down. Does take down the Inferno Dragon, though. So ElecTr1fy trying to do his best to counterattack here.
Slowly but surely, Devansh is pushing his damage lead a little further up, gets it down to around 500, 600. Will he be able to stop it? The zap comes down. Lava Hound goes into block, though, and it's going to be pushed forward by the minions.
Ooh, Goblin Gang predicts the Miner placement. Mega Minion, Ewiz trying to take down this Lava Hound as fast as possible. Zap goes onto the tower. One of the Lava Pups locks on.
Wow, it's going to be
This might be doing 1 HP! Devansh!
Devansh!